Well, good evening, folks. Look, before I give you this message, I must refer to one I posted a couple of hours ago. If you haven't seen it, you could do with seeing that first. It's Fat Bottom Girls Part 2, but it's Eamonn Holmes. It's on the Eamonn Holmes show, Eamonn Holmes Fat Bottom Girls Part 2. I was saying there was a woman on there, she called herself a plus-size woman. I'm guessing she had a fat bottom. I think she said she did, but I'm not sure she did. I didn't see a bottom. I don't want to see a bottom. And she was complaining about the Fat Bottom Girls, the song, and the lyrics to it, and saying it's right that they pulled it from the Greatest Hits LP, which many of you will know about now because it's been in the news. Anyways, it got me thinking, and you think of loads of songs that could be pulled. If they're going to pull Fat Bottom Girls, the list would be never ending. But I was thinking of one, and I thought to myself, she's just one of these typical people that like to complain. It's like those that complain to do with things to do with gender, you know, the activists. They just want to upset people, upset the apple cart, put people on edge, and as they say, what do they call it, cancel people and so on and so forth. This woman's the same. She doesn't like anything to do with fat bottom people because she's got a fat bottom, or fat people. But as I said, if the song was about thin people and now they were great and fat people weren't, she'd still complain. So whatever happens, she's going to complain. And it got me thinking. I thought of a song that was out 2 or 3 years ago, which I bet any money she loved. I bet you any money she loved it. And I bet she's been singing to it and dancing along with it. Now, she said the words in Fat Bottom Girls were bad. And I've looked at them and thought, there's nothing bad there. Bit of innuendo, but only a bit, but nothing bad. Nothing like some of the songs I've heard. Anyway, I put the bins on for this. I've got to read this. I've got to flick it over on my screen here and just have a quick look at this. And it's all about the bass by MEGHAN TRAINOR. Now, what MEGHAN was doing, she was praising the larger woman and saying it's all about the larger woman, and be happy with your curves. Embrace them. Don't worry about them. She was even on about other people embracing them, as you'll see in a minute. I'll just read you a couple of lines, only a couple. Much, much, much worse than Fat Bottom Girls. Where can we go? She can shake it, shake it, shake it like she's supposed to, because she's got the boom, boom, boom that all the boys chase. She's got all the right junk in all the right places. Don't know what that means, but that's what she's got. Every inch of her's perfect, from the bottom to the top. Her mama told her, don't worry about your size, because boys like a little bit more booty to hold on to at night. And no, I won't be no stick figure, silicone Barbie doll. So if that's what you're into, then go ahead and move along. So she's not only embracing what she's got, she's saying she doesn't like the thinner people. And which is no problem, that's an opinion, nothing else. You know, all about the bass, all about it. She's bringing the booty back. Go ahead and tell them skinny bitches that she's bringing it back. So anyway, that's really it. I mean, there's probably a bit more there, but there's not a lot more there. But she's saying that, again, boys like to hold the booty at night and blah, 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 blah. Because, well, you know why they like to, because it's all about the bass, isn't it? No treble. Oh, no treble. It's all about the bass. It's about the larger woman. And there's nothing wrong with them sentiments. Larger women can be nice. Medium-sized women can be nice. Slimmer women can be nice. It all depends what they like inside. Yes, some of us prefer slimmer. Some prefer medium-sized. Some prefer larger. And the women will feel the same about us guys. And that's the way it should be. Again, I'll use Al Murray again. Pints of beer for the guys. White wine for the ladies. You've got your preferences, and that's the way it should be. We can all like what we like. I'll bet any money this woman that was on the Eamonn Holmes show last night that I've seen the clip of on YouTube, I'll bet you any money you like she loved that song. And I bet she sung along to it and maybe danced along to it. And if she has got a big booty, if she is a fat bottom girl, I bet she's wiggled that. But when Freddie sings about fat bottom girls 50 years ago, it's wrong and it's out of order. But when MEGHAN TRAINOR's embracing it and saying how great it is 5 or 6 years ago, I bet she liked it. And that, folks, is how mad it's all getting out there. You can look at things different ways. There's always different ways to look at anything. If you want to be someone that takes offence at virtually everything, it's not hard to do. If you want to just live and let things go over your head and not worry about anything unless anything's really, really, really bad and affects you yourself, just enjoy life. Don't worry about anything. There's enough out there to worry about without creating things that aren't worth worrying about. Anyway, if you get the chance to watch it, watch it. It was Eamonn Holmes, Fat Bottom Girls Part 2. The woman was an absolute balloon in my eyes. You might think differently.